that the judicial police custody is allowed up to 15 days. After 15 days, there cannot be police custody. But the point is, if the investigation is not completed, even in 15 days, what happens after that? I think we already discussed that. After that, the judicial custody will start. The accused will be sent to jail, but the investigation will not stop. Investigation will go on. The only change is that the accused will come from police custody to the judicial custody. Judicial custody means he will now remain in jail instead of lockup or in police station. Okay, and the investigation will go on. Now the point is how long? How long an accused can be in jail for the purpose of investigation? And mind, it is all about the investigation. Nothing has been proved till now. So for that, it is given in your clause 2 that if an offense is where the punishment is the life death penalty or the life imprisonment or any punishment up to 10 years imprisonment, in that case the accused will remain in jail or in custody, judicial custody, for 90 days. And in other cases, 60 days. What does it mean? In any case where the punishment is less than 10 years, in that case, the judicial custody can be up to 60 days or 2 months. And the investigation will be done during this period. Is that okay? But suppose the very important thing is this: there are the cases, criminal cases, which are so complex, very complex cases. Even 3 months, 90 days are not enough. Or the investigation is not completed even in 90 days or 60 days respectively. Then the question is, what next after that? Anybody has any idea?
Sir, bail.
Bail, okay. What about the investigation? Is there any time limit for the investigation? Or there is no time limit as such for investigation?
Sir, it has no time limit for investigation.
It has no time limit except the summon cases. What are summon cases?
Sir,
In summon
cases
case,
which are usually bailable.
no, not at all. That's why I
The cases where
emphasized.
the cases where punishment is
So
less than
when
2 years.
Yes, where the punishment is up to 2 years. Those are the summon cases. That's why the definition clause is very important. The cases where the punishment is up to 2 years, those are the summon cases. And if there is a summon case, In that case, there is a time limit of investigation, and that is 6 months. Investigation has to be completed within 6 months in some cases. Okay. And there is one exception. And suppose if the nature, even in some cases, the nature of the case is like this, the police or investigating officer thinks it proper to extend this time limit of 6 months, it can be extended by the court by showing the needs and nature of the case. Just a minute. Yes, that is only the exception. Other than some cases, there is no time limit as such. But the question is, what will happen to the accused? As somebody has rightly said that in that case, the bail becomes mandatory. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Bail becomes mandatory. That means that person accused has to be released, must be released on bail after 90 or 60 days respectively. But the investigation will go on, will continue. Okay. That is the reason you may have heard sometime that the time of filing the charge sheet is, what is the time to file the charge sheet by the police after investigation?
So 1 year.
No, not 1 year. Anybody else?
So, so before the expiration of 60 or 90 days.
Before the expiration of 60 and 90 days. Yes. Anybody else? And I was thinking that the answer will be like this. That's why I was asking from you. There is no such time limit for filing the charge sheet. No time limit. Neither 1 year nor 60 or 90 days. It is not given anywhere in any law for time for filing charge sheet. But this is the general conception, an established conception that we all think that there is time limit to file the charge sheet, that is 90 days and 60 days. Mostly 90 days. If you ask somebody, he will immediately answer that the 90 days, 3 months. That means within 3 months the charge sheet has to be submitted. But no, it is not true. What happens actually? Police knows this fact. Which fact? That if we will not file submit charge sheet within 90 days, the accused will be released, shall be released on bail. Accused shall come out of the jail. Therefore, to its best, police tries its best, investigating officer tries its best to submit charge sheet within 90 days or 60 days, as the case may be. And by this thing, it has been established almost established that the time limit for filing the charge sheet is 90 days. But it is not true. What the police knows this fact. If we will not submit the charge sheet before the court within this time limit, the accused will come out. So therefore, the police tries to submit that charge sheet within 3 months. But that does not mean that there is a time limit to file the charge sheet. No. Generally, it happens. If it does not happen, obviously, by virtue of subclause 2 of section 167, accused will come out of the jail. Accused will come out of the jail and the investigation will continue. Except summon cases. Is that clear? It's okay? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Another point, in the case of police custody, it is mandatory while the magistrate gives an order of police custody, the accused, it is mandatory. Accused has to be brought before the magistrate. And accused has to sign on the order of, has to sign on the paper as in proof that the accused was present before the magistrate while the order of remand was being passed. It is in the case of police custody. Why it is so? It has some practical implications. Magistrate is required to see the accused, the position, the situation of the accused, physical position, situation of the accused. There is the reason that he has to be brought before the magistrate. If accused, it is not the case like this that police investigating him, officer himself comes to the magistrate and uh, get the order of remand. No, it is mandatory. But while he is in judicial custody means now he is in the jail. In that case, there is an amendment in 2009 that in such cases, judicial custody can be extended via media of electronic media, video conferencing, etc., etc. Physical presence is not mandatory. Because what, and mind it, as we discussed that in the case of police custody, accused may be remanded for 15 days in one go, or it may be for a day or 2 days and 3 days like this. In total, it should be 15 days. In the like manner, in the case of judicial custody, it is not the case that the judicial custody is granted for 3 months and 2 months at one go. It depends on the situation and circumstances of the case. It may be for 10 days and 15 days and 16 days, 20 days like this, but in total it should not exceed 3 months and 2 months. So suppose in judicial custody, if initially judicial custody is given for 10 days, after 10 days, as in the case of the police custody, the accused has to be brought before the magistrate. What happens in the judicial custody case? It may be on video conferencing, by any electronic media, etc., etc. Because what is the reason? Because now he is in the judicial custody. Now it is considered that he is now safe. Okay. And There is another thing in the case of women who are below the years of 18 years of age, they are generally not sent in the jail, and they are generally sent, which you must have heard about, the remand home. Almost 2 and 3, and there is one remand home. Some districts have the remand home, and in some cases, 2 or 3 districts have one remand home. The women are sent to the remand home. It is not at the technical point. And the what technical thing is, in clause 2A of section 167, if there is a situation that judicial magistrate is not available for any reason whatsoever, in that case, it was the amendment. The basic and the fundamental idea is this: that remand is always given by the judicial magistrate. But in some cases, it was amended in 1978. If the judicial magistrate is not available, in that case, even the executive magistrate can give the remand order. And you know the difference between judicial magistrate and executive magistrate. Executive magistrate are basically, they are the government, state, and the judiciary is considered as independent organ, independent system. But in case if the judicial magistrate is not available, in that case, executive magistrate can also pass a remand order. But there is the restrictions. Executive magistrate cannot pass the remand order more than 7 days. The basic idea of, what is the basic idea? Basic, that is the 15 days in total. But the remand order, if remand order is given by, is passed by the executive magistrate, it cannot exceed 7 days. And after that, if judicial magistrate is available, so these 7 days will be counted in the 15 days. The judicial magistrate further uh, extend the remand. That is the different thing. But in overall, the executive magistrate has the power of 7 days, not 15 days. And it really happens. Okay. Now consider a situation. Now you have an idea up to here, and I give you a situation. Suppose an offense is committed on Saturday, and we all know the Sunday is holiday. And to make it more simple, there was another holiday on Monday, the gazetted holiday on Monday. Okay. Offense was committed on Saturday. Accused was arrested on Sunday. He was kept in police custody. He spent his nights, Saturday night, in the police station. After that, by Sunday evening, when the 24 hours will expire, 24 hours will expire somewhere on Sunday night, or suppose on Monday, which is the gazetted holiday. All the courts are closed, so it is holiday. Even executive magistrate is not available. And this is the problem before the police, that the statutory limit of 24 hours is going to expire. What to do? What should be done? What do you think? What should be done? Do you get problem? Do you follow the problem? In such situation does not occur because the system knows it. It is very essential. A person cannot be kept in police custody in any case, in any situation, more than 24 hours without the permission of the magistrate. It is well established. If anybody violates this law, he is liable for, that officer is liable for criminal action. So for that, you must have heard sometime the name of, there is, and that is remand magistrate. In all the magistrates in a district headquarters, one magistrate is designated as remand magistrate, and it is by rotation. For example, if there are five magistrates in a district, for 1 week the magistrate A will be designated as remand magistrate. After that, B and C and D, E, etc. And if such a situation arises, the remand magistrate means it is no matter whether it is Sunday or it is gazetted holiday, whatsoever, not at all. If he is not available in the office, in the court, the concerned police officer know it, that who is the remand magistrate today. They will go to the magistrate house, residence. One remand magistrate, it is mandatory, one remand magistrate has to be there in the district headquarters. Because this is, because if such situation arise, suppose if 3 days are, there are holidays, and it is essential, and the police has in no case has no power at all to extend the police custody more than 24 hours, what to do? So for that there is a remedy. One magistrate is designated as remand magistrate. Okay? Any question up to here? But one very practical aspect. This is an ideal situation. What is an ideal situation? A person is arrested, and at the time of arrest, police knows at what time he was arrested, and police will count 24 hours from the time of arrest. The moment 24 hours expires, the police ideally will come to the judicial magistrate for the extension if it wants, if the police wants. or the extension of the special order, that is the remand order. Okay. But what do you think? Does it happen? Do you have any idea about this? It rarely happens. It is an ideal situation. We have very wonderful law, provided they are applied accordingly, according to the spirit of the law. And it is a wonderful idea. The police cannot keep a person in custody more than 24 hours. Technically, what happens? Because there is as such no record, there is no system to record the actual timing of arrest. Nobody knows about the actual timing of the arrest except the police. That's why police, according to its convenience, show the time of arrest. If suppose if somebody is arrested in the night, or in the day, the police officer sees that what when we have to go to the judicial magistrate, we cannot go. We have some other we are already preoccupied. They calculate the time when they want to go to the magistrate, and accordingly they show the time of arrest. They keep in their mind the time of reaching to the magistrate. Are you getting my point? Yes, please. That's why I am missing. I am grossly missing the classroom. What the police does, it records the time according to its convenience, and or in to make it more simple, it calculates the expiry of the 24 hours according to the need. It is not according to the spirit of the law. And that is the reason in so many cases. For example, the DK Vasu versus State of West Bengal, the Supreme Court laid down the guidelines, and now there is the provision, even in though even today it is not being followed accordingly, but it is now in the provision also, and there are so many rulings like DK Vasu versus State of West Bengal. What is that ruling? At the time of arrest, there will be 2% of the locality, and the police will get the signature of those 2% of the locality that before them such and such person was arrested like this, that, etc., etc. But all these things are managed by the police accordingly. Because in the case of 2%, when they want to show the time of arrest, they may get the signature of 2% at that time too, not at the actual time. So things are managed in such manners. It is not according to the spirit of the law. Spirit of the law means the 24 hours in true sense. I think it is all about the law of remand. I already told you about the summon cases. These were the main points in the law of remand. Any questions which you want to ask relating to this topic? Yes. Any doubt? Are you okay?
Sir, just one question.
Yes.
Does the remand magistrate get any special allowances for acting as the remand magistrate?
Um, not as such. It could be the part of the duty because it is in rotation. In rotation, special allowance, not, it is not the matter of CRPC or the law. There are so many special allowances which of course are given, and it is not applicable in the case of magistrate. It is applicable in the case of every employee. And you may have heard about, there is a term which is known as detention leave. There is the provision of detention leave. Detention leave means if somebody, if any employee uh, is on duty, suppose on Sunday, the certain department detain an employee on Sunday because Sunday is holiday. If that employee is working on Sunday, so he will be given one detention leave. That means he was detained on Sunday. Okay. So either he may take another leave for another day, or he may take the salary of that day. And these are the general rules, and they are also applicable in the judiciary. But as such, for the name of, especially for the name of remand, there is no as such allowance. Get it?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Uh, Anybody else? Okay.